Hello, everyone. Today, me and this beautiful man will be ranking items that are ranged of the NES in Rec Room. My least favorite item on this list would have to be the Hunter's Crossbow.
Yeah.
Because it's like a crossbow, except
Yes.
you have to reload it, and I don't even like crossbows. Alright, so next up is the crossbow. Hate on me, please. I would enjoy it. No, don't. I like this more than the Hunter's Crossbow because you don't have to reload it.
It sucks.
Where did that even go? So, I think a lot of people might get mad at me for this. Nice high fives. Okay. Alright, so next up is the whip, and some people might not be very happy about this choice. I think the whip is a pretty cool weapon, and it's pretty strong, but I suck with the whip. Like, I didn't even mean to hit the ground, I meant to go over here. That just shows how bad I am. But I think overall, it's pretty strong. It has a nice distance, but I suck with it, so that's why it's here on the list.
He sucks.
Alright, so next up is the magic wand. I just ate it. Thank you, I was hungry. So
Subscribe.
Next up is the bow. I think the bow is a fun weapon to use, and I think it is very swag. But I can double shot, but one arrow always goes to the moon and the other one lands on top of me. Okay, it didn't happen there, but I'm not very good with it, but I think it's cool, so that's why it's here on the list. So next up on the list would be the trusty old Flintlock. I think it's broken. I think it's overall.
And that's why it's bad, people.
I think it's pretty fun to use. It just sucks because how little ammo it has, and that's why it's so low. So next up would be the Flintlock's older brother, the Blunderbuss. I like it more because many doors. That's it. Next up on the list would be the paint burst gun. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. It's got a terrible scope, if you even want to call it this a scope, but it's pretty epic. But the reason it's so low is because you shoot, and then you have to wait 5 years, and then you shoot again. So yeah. Transition.
Alright, since it's a bad weapon, now we get to watch it suffer. Ready?
Alright, so next up on the list would be the laser tag / Jumbotron pistol. I think it's pretty strong. It's got a scope on it, so you can no scope those haters. I'm a comedian. So yeah, overall it's pretty good. It shoots lasers. So yeah, here it is. Next up would be this. It is cool looking, but it just gives me a headache to look at for some reason, so no. Pie. Just... Alright, so next on my list would be the laser. I think it's pretty epic. It does a lot of things. That's why it's here. But it's just not too epic.
Super epic, it's not too epic.
Right, so next on the list would be the egg launcher, which is normally a paint launcher. Sir, this is Wendy. So I think this is pretty epic. It can do a lot of damage, and it's fun to use. I just don't like the sounds it makes. It bothers me for some reason. That was a mistake. Why are you in the fish tank?
Fish think I am fish.
Next. Thank you for spawning there.
Thanks, God.
Next up on the list would be the Paint Gloop Gloop 3000, as I like to call it. I think it's really powerful and it's super fun to use, but sometimes it can be too powerful, I think. But it's fun to use, and yeah. That was sick. The laser AR. I think it's overall a pretty good weapon. Can't really go wrong with it. It just isn't too exciting. It shoots. It reloads. Yeah. So next up would be the sniper. I think the sniper is so much fun to use, especially when you like are just sniping 4-year-olds and they start crying. May or may not be
For
based
example.
on a true story. It's just super fun to use, and yeah, so that's all.
Oh, snowballs.
Alright, so for the second favorite item of mine, it would be the laser shotgun. I think it is really strong, and it's so much fun to beat robots up in Jumbotron with. You can find it quite easily, and it's just really cool looking, and it's fun. So that's why it's here on the list. Last but not least would
Snowball,
be
best weapon.
the Snowball. Snowball is epic.